Unfortunately, we just had another WWE spring cleaning. WWE released 10 superstars including Samoa Joe. And mark April 15 on your calendars, folks. We got the exact same thing happening last year when WWE released a bunch of more WWE superstars including Primo. It's very unfortunate, but the wrestling world is very different right now, so I'm pretty sure some of these wrestlers are even going to benefit from this. Most superstars are going to do great things elsewhere.
I will put them all in a big tag team match. Boner alert.
Let's talk about it.
Good morning, everybody.
Oh, I'm not gonna hurt you.
My family. Drew Mac and fart.
Farming is gambling. Why would I watch the show?
A little bit of the bubbly.
I'd much rather be at home.
Welcome back to another episode of Greatness of Wrestling. There's so much going on in the wrestling world lately that Greatness of Wrestling is a regular show again, which is great, yet unfortunate because most of the stuff we're talking about lately is really sad. Today we're talking about a bunch of superstars losing their jobs. WWE released a bunch of superstars and they kept us updating during the day. Obviously, shit got real when they released Samoa Joe. WWE released Wesley Blake, Bo Dallas, Mojo Rawley, Kalisto, Tucker, Chelsea Green, Mickie James, Peyton Royce, Billie Kay, and Samoa Joe. That is a kick to the balls. We'll talk about every released individual superstar later on the show, but let's get into details. Sean Ross Sapp was told that John Laurinaitis made calls to the wrestlers who WWE released yesterday, explaining the decision was made due to budget cuts. Okay, I get it. It's a bit more complicated than you think. WWE have to pander to investors and all of that sorts of crap that we don't see behind the scenes. They're still a billion-dollar company. Money is not an issue when it comes to the WWE, so it really sucks. I don't see how releasing these superstars are going to do that much of an impact to your finances. I don't want to be a dick and say that some of these releases make sense. They don't, really. The thing is, some probably make more than others, which is Samoa Joe. That makes no sense whatsoever to me, unless he asked for his release. But there's more. According to Fightful, Mickie James and Samoa Joe both recently expressed their desire to continue wrestling. Joe was not cleared by WWE, so here you go. Samoa Joe wanted to come back to the ring, which, dude, that program with Roman Reigns, I really wanted to see that, but it's not happening. WWE didn't clear Samoa Joe and then released him, which sucks because in my opinion, he was a great commentator. Dave Meltzer knows that none of these performers can sign with another wrestling promotion until July 14th due to a 90-day non-compete clause, which is always the case most of the time. I get it. But dude, we're gonna see a lot of talent in AEW right now. I'm not trying to be selfish and say that I want to see all of these superstars in AEW because I'm that much of a fan. I don't even watch AEW anymore. I'm just saying I hope these superstars can find jobs elsewhere, and I'm pretty sure they will. One man who is not being used in the WWE currently is not released. There's still hope, and that man is our favorite pirate one-eyed guy, Aleister Black, which is pretty shocking to me. According to Pro Wrestling Insider, WWE is filming promos for Aleister Black's return to television. The vignettes are somewhat based on his childhood. When I was a child, I loved playing with cars. Daddy broke my toy, now I'm evil. Something like that probably, we'll see. And that's great news. That's honestly great news because this man has the look, the wrestling skills, the charisma, and he should be one of the top guys in the WWE, either on Raw or SmackDown. So hopefully we'll see him soon. Could be just as soon as today's SmackDown. So at least Aleister Black did not get released because he was definitely in danger. And like I've said, mark April 15 on your calendars because it seems like this is going to happen every year now. Last year, WWE released even more superstars, names like The Revival, The OC, The Colognes, Rusev, Rowan, Zack Ryder, Drake Maverick, Kurt Hawkins, Heath Slater, Eric Rowan, EC3, Cain Velasquez, Curtis Axel, Leo Rush, Sarah Logan, Mike and Maria Kanellis, No Way Jose, Mike Chioda, Kurt Angle, Aiden English, and AOP. And most of these superstars are doing great things right now elsewhere. It's not as bad as it may seem right now because yesterday's Released Superstars are also very, very talented. So let's talk about every individual superstar. Wesley Blake. It's kinda crazy looking back. This guy was in a tag team with Buddy Murphy and their careers are so different right now. But I was worried that Murphy can get released as well because they're not doing a damn thing with that guy either. Bo Dallas. One of the most underrated and underused WWE superstars. I mean, this guy had so much charisma. You know, looking back, the Bo Leaf stuff was really entertaining and I'm not quite sure why they didn't just use the guy at all. We've seen him in a few jobber tag teams and stuff, but that was basically it. I'm sure this guy is going to be successful elsewhere. Mojo Rawley. This ain't hype. Why would you do this to Mojo Rawley? This is the least hype thing I've ever seen. Again, look at this guy. He's like 6'5", 7", whatever. He's going to get the job elsewhere pretty easily. Kalisto, another great talent. I'm not quite sure why would WWE would release Kalisto. Now look, I don't want to be like, why would they release Kalisto and not release other people? I'm kind of worried that WWE are going to release Lince Dorado and who's the other guy? Grand Metalik as well. Because Kalisto, out of these three superstars, was the biggest name by far. So I'm kind of worried we're gonna see even more releases. Kalisto was actually great, a former United States champion and had entertaining matches. He was like the next Rey Mysterio in our minds back in the day, so it's pretty unfortunate. Tucker. Seems like this guy seems to be happy. I remember a tweet back in the day where he was pretty scared about getting released, but now it seems like he's okay and hopefully he's going to find a job elsewhere. I still don't understand why would WWE break up Heavy Machinery and then put Otis in a different tag team. That made no sense whatsoever. And it's really sad. Chelsea Green. I'm pretty sure she debuted on SmackDown, got injured, and then got released. That's basically it. Pretty sad, but I believe Zack Ryder is working for AEW right now, so them working together, that would be probably pretty cool. Mickie James. Just unappreciated and underrated by the WWE. When she came back, I expected something big because she was one of the biggest WWE females in history. And she was treated like a joke, like an afterthought. So probably gonna be good for her. I mean, AEW, like, dude, AEW's women's division is not the best. We all know that. And they could probably use Mickie James in a very positive way. Peyton Royce and Billie Kay. They were a tag team. They're no longer a tag team and they get released. I mean, WWE's women's division is not the greatest and these two, I mean, I didn't like them that much, but that was kind of the whole point. Them being annoying. And they seem like great people, so it's really sad. Also, Billie Kay was kinda used on SmackDown and she was somewhat entertaining. She got kinda over. I've seen many people on Twitter appreciating that crap. So I just don't get it. Most of these are really out of nowhere. And of course, Samoa Joe. This just sucks because once we saw that Samoa Joe is no longer on commentary, we expected an in-ring return, which would be great. Like I've said, the Samoa Joe versus Roman Reigns right now, that's like one of the biggest rivalries we could have, and I expected to see that on SummerSlam. And I'm pretty sure he still has one more run left in him, so hopefully we'll see him elsewhere. I mean, the ideal option is AEW, of course. Let's just hope more superstars are not getting released because there are still plenty WWE stars on the roster that WWE are just not using, and they're basically at risk of being released. Also, WWE 2K22 roster is looking worse and worse. I just hope that none of these stars were used in like career modes, showcase modes or whatever, because that would really affect the game, unless they got the rights and it's not too late. It's a shitty day, and now we'll know that April is the month that we'll see a lot of WWE superstars getting released every year probably, which really sucks. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching the video. The Great One, peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.